Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today, a little bit of change of scenery outside. Today I ended up making a little over $7,000, even though I lost on my leader account. So very weird day, and I'm go over everything, because pretty much I took partials on my evals, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really just for consistency purposes. And then I ended up somehow winning on my other funded account, which I was copy trading to a 1-to-1 as my leader. And then my leader got stopped out because of this wick right here. So I apologize for the planes. I decided to go outside today, but I do apologize for any other noises, really. But basically, as always, walk through it. Let's see. So, let me leave this. So coming into today, basically, the bias, again, like Nick said, really bullish on the day. And then he said, bullish, join the live stream, you feel me? Always join the live stream, free live trading from today until Friday, especially if you guys watch the recaps. So yeah, but today, coming into the day, as you can see, we had pretty much a good amount of low resistance liquidity here, but then we also had unfilled London lows, or in Asia lows, which we had it tapped. And then we also had, on the 15-minute, we had this SMT with London high, because if you were to look at ES, you can see, yeah, you could have saw this high here. This 15-minute, right, didn't line up because we hadn't swept this London high, because obviously, as you guys can see, 3 a.m. we take it 4:30. At 4:30 on the right side here, we are nowhere near London high, so that created an SMT. I don't know why I don't have it marked out, but we also had some bullish SMTs. But pretty much the main point of this was I wanted to see price manipulate, either come lower, fill in this. We had I believe 1 hour gap, 1 hour PPR, come in, fill in this gap, accumulate, or not even, come in to the 1 hour gap and then fill orders higher. That was my goal. That was my peak scenario condition. We kind of actually did end up doing that partially. And the reason I say partially is we come in, right? So basically 8:30 opens, market open. We come in, we manipulate lower, we take London lows, and then we formed this SMT here. And then I believe there was a 30-second, but I wasn't looking at the 30-second. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not going to go over the trade. If you took it, great for you, good. Now, the reason I faded this 5-minute, you could have taken this 5-minute. I know Nick took this 5-minute. If I didn't like having a stop loss worth 130 points, this was way too much to me. And I didn't also like, if say tighter stop loss, I didn't like putting my stop here. So and the reason for that was pretty much price could come back down here, fill orders, respect this 3-minute, even come lower, and then fill more orders higher. So my bias wasn't really, when you ask yourself to put a stop loss, you got to ask yourself, where's the lowest or highest point price can go before your bias or your narrative on the day is ruined, right? So that wasn't something for me. I really wanted to see price come back down in either this 3-minute here, and then we also had the 0.5 of we could have made this internal range, just some small retracement, and then take longs out of it. So what happens was pretty much we taken this high, and then all right, bro. On the 1 minute, right? We come lower, and then what do? We fill, I believe, the 3-minute. Yep, we come and fill the 3-minute. We also filled the 5-minute. Yep, 5-minute gap right here. 5-minute BPR, beautiful. Then I was looking for the highest time frame inversion, which was actually this 30-second. I was looking at it through TradeC. I don't have it on TradingView, but I was looking at it through TradeC. This 30-second here, I believe, and then yeah, basically had the 30-second, had the strong close, entered this targeting, this high here, this intermediate high, and then all-time highs eventually, and then as you guys can see, ended up going pretty well. And then we had 9 a.m. news, which sucks. Made this high though, and the reason this sucks is because I really thought we were just going to deliver all the way straight to all-time highs, considering ES had a lot more to go. But it is what it is. Gotta react off of it. So when you look at this wick, what does this data would do? Well, pretty much it's clear manipulation. We come back into the 5-minute, tap the CE of the range. So now it's cool, I want to see some type of retracement, or some type of like confirmation that market is going to continue higher. So as you guys can see, I believe I entered off of a 1 minute. Do I have it marked out here? I believe it was, I don't know exact. I think it was a 1 minute change in state, or what exactly it was. Yeah, it was just, so I was just waiting for a bullish close, I think, and then yeah, so I really entered here, and then once we closed like this, I entered another con above this high because of my change, because it confirmed the change in state of delivery. Then we got 2 very nice candles, 3, come back down, stopped out, break even. Unfortunately, again, it is worth mentioning though that I did actually end up taking partials here, like around this area here, and the reason for that was because I was already near 1500. It said 1500 on my evals, so I just automatically closed them, whereas I kept my fundeds running, obviously. But here I got stopped out and lost money on my funded account, on my leader, because I got stopped out here. But by the time the trade syncer could fill the orders, the price was already back up like all the way here, so I really didn't lose much. So you know, it is what it is. Then third trade, we made this SMT here off of these highs, and then we came in and tapped back into this 1 minute wick. And the reason this 1 minute wick was pretty important, or not important, but you know, when we make very big wicks like this, when you mark out like the things that we haven't filled, right, you come in, we take the 0.5 of this wick, and we also, I believe, we took out the 0.5 of the whole range. So the 1 minute range from here to here, you can see, I believe it could have been one more candle. Yeah, so we barely took it out on MNQ. And then looking for the highest time frame inversion, you know, come in, it was the 5 minute, took my entry there. Actually didn't take it there. I actually waited for, didn't like this close. Sorry, I didn't like this close because of the wick. So I just wanted to see, you know, like some type of either another 1 minute change in state. I know we already had it, like a 1 minute like bullish close, or like a 1 minute like some type of internal SMT or something like that. I don't exactly know, but something to just confirm my bias. So we came back into this 3 minute, and then we filled orders, and then I was in here a little after this candle closure. So targeting again, same jobs on liquidity, and then I ended up going break even because of this candle. I was like, whatever, I don't want to get stopped out. I got stopped out, break even, and then price ended up kind of running, and then that is where we are currently at. So yeah, a very hectic day. As you guys can see, this probably will hit, but I just didn't like it because ES was also approaching this 1 hour BPR on the right side of my screen here. We were coming into it, we just inverse, so all-time highs are pretty free, I feel like. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Not much more, really hectic day. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Code mish on alpha. And yeah, ended up making only about, I really break even on the funded accounts, and then up 1.2k, 1.3k, 1.4k across all of my evals. So yeah, not a bad day. Definitely not a losing day. Not really a break even day either, so pretty weird, but these are what the market conditions are. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Peace out.